feeling?
Yes. Session 12. Are you happy? Are you fucking
We'll end it here.
a fruitful session? Let's go.
This is a fruitful session, boys.
Yeah, exactly. See, stop complaining. It was a fruitful session. Anyway, yeah, session 12. Without a further ado, I have a simple question to ask you. Don't be a smart ass, or else I'm gonna kick you in the fucking teeth. Are you ready to begin the fucking session? You're in very thin eyes, buddy. Is everybody ready to begin?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking finally. Okay.
Bro is talking as if he's been waiting for us. We've been
Shut
waiting for
the
you.
fuck up! I've been busy. I could have just said, nah, dude, next week. Stop bitch and complaining.
Funny, like we're the late ones here.
Okay. Last we left off, all of you retrieve your cloaks. Alera, you decided to go off, figure out what is ahead of you, where you may or may not figure out a way to contact a helpful fella who's been basically stalking you ever since, well, for a very long time, and gave you a bit of insight on what's to come and who you should beware, but also have returned a bird that was rightfully his but gave it to you anyway, by the name of Anubis. Angela, you also retrieved your Greycoat. With no real with no real drawbacks. And I guess you both kind of just like, Angela kind of just saw where Alera was, followed, figured out that Alera was talking to some halfling lady in the park, and then met up and, I don't know, decided to go for a lunch, because you're basically, well, free to do whatever you want to do. Ori, on the other hand, well, you had the worst time adapting to your current situation. You had a wonderful sleep and awoke with interesting new capabilities. I would say to make it pretty simple and clear, all of you can do whatever you want. But last we left off, Ori, you were on your own, figuring out what you want to do for yourself, figuring out that you're now incredibly more faster and capable when it comes to your athletic capabilities. Alera, you might know your call to action might be a lot sooner than Oriana told you. And well, you're kind of free to do whatever you wish in this massive fucking city that I don't have the map yet. Soon, TM, don't worry.
Out of character for a second, 'cause I've actually forgotten. Were we told when we would next be summoned? Not for the coats, but for just actually for like work.
No, you were told that basically you will be summoned when you're needed, and calling upon you will be easy for them. You were not given like the date, but from your talks with your patron, with your friend, with your buddy pal, the funny tall human, it might come the next day, and it might involve goblins.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I remember at the tail end of the last session, Alera, you and we were
On your own date.
roughly in the same area.
You kind of met up.
But I don't remember where we left off to.
You kind of just tried to figure out where you can get lunch together, and then we all made like a how you going on a date, and
Oh, they're dating.
Yes, right. That's why I wanted to kill you.
Fucking Mr. and Mrs. Smith moment right here.
Please commit die.
Thank you
Oh,
forever.
it's
Die.
vacuum.
With that, I mean, my focus hasn't been sustenance for the last few days, so I genuinely wouldn't know where best to find food right now.
Me neither, actually.
I was
Um,
about
Very
to say,
sorry.
in character, I would be asking you, if you've been to the city before, any place you can recommend?
No, I've never visited this place previously. And as for the past few days, I've been organizing things rather than going shopping. But kind of looks around. And I have been walking I've been walking between places, between
Yeah, yeah.
here and the places I indicated. Have I seen anywhere quite nice? Anywhere in the way of foods?
Give me a second.
Doesn't even have to
Just
be lovely, just
yeah, yeah,
anywhere that looks decent.
you know what? Let's see your preference. Roll me a history check with advantage.
History check with advantage. +3. This is dice roll. This is
Oh, Jesus.
natural 20. Give me
what
your
is what is
food.
what
It's
is
an
what
eye
is
for food.
he looks upon the statue and thinks to himself, I've seen this before, fucking doesn't comprehend. Where can I get some food? Fucking lightning strikes in your head. Oh,
Brain
exactly.
blast.
Yeah, literally brain blast. You God, that's a cool place. Okay, you well, you've seen at least a dozen places where people just eat, restaurants, cafes, as it were. But by the way you saw, it's because you got a natural 20. I'm gonna just go full fucking lore because I know you're fucking fast, Alera. Let's just say you, despite what the propaganda back from your own place, from the coalition side, this place has its own luxuries. You know, you have seen basically common mess halls walking through the street where you see a lot of people go to get basically whatever they're serving on cheap. But you also seen the the more fancy and pristine, the ones that are, well, can give you very high quality goods and very good atmosphere for a good price. I would say because you had a natural 20, you can choose 7 places, and each of them basically, from a cafes that just do baked goods and coffee, to tea shops, to steakhouse, to basically whatever Alera feels fancy, you can fucking saw it somewhere in the city for the past few days, so you know exactly where it is.
I see.
Yeah.
What time of day is it again? I can't remember.
About just a bit past noon. Around noon. Lunch.
Okay. I look at Andela. Does he what does he strike me as? A sandwich man?
You know what?
A bagel?
You know what? Andela, can you roll me an insight check? And Alera, roll me an insight with advantage.
Damn, this really is a date, huh? I've been dragged
We're
into the
doing the
sessions like
dating
a
arc.
third wheel of date.
Dating arc.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she doesn't have an eye for men.
Remember, Lara, you get advantage.
Oh, I do.
Come on.
Better. 17.
Andela, what do you feel like you wanna eat?
Pizza.
That's a genuinely good question. I just had dinner, so that's a bad question to ask. Oh god, like
Can I? If you don't have any, distinct preference, I'll give you something
I don't.
particular. Because you don't know why, but you're kind of like thinking on food, and you kind of haven't thought about like what would you want. Because you basically all the food you've eaten thus far, ever since you woke up and you're now kind of free, was basically on the table and just picked, and you didn't really have like a preference. And now you kind of think about it. And the immediate thought that is almost disturbingly foreign to you comes along in your head. You want baked fish.
This is a multi-specific shit.
This is like super oddly specific.
I know,
Yeah.
you all of a sudden just you figure out that you want some baked fish with something on top of it, and for your mind is like, when did I see this? Why do I
Alright.
want this?
I know where we're going. Eric's,
Huh?
what is this world's equivalent of an Italian restaurant?
I mean,
Where's he getting some fish and she getting some spaghetti?
okay. I'm not gonna be very specific, but let's just say there is two streets in the city. They're basically like, for if you go north, basically towards Andela, where went towards the Blue Temple, and of course, Larry, you've been in those streets before. There's like basically a street of like restaurants and this. Well, funnily enough, an Italian shop is, or an Italian restaurant would be considered a noodle shop, as they
Let's
do.
fucking go.
Yes.
I'm
And-
wanting that. I want those noodles / spaghetti, and he's getting his fish.
Yeah, and there's a seafood.
He's taking him to his
Yeah.
local Chinese joint.
No, the way I'm gonna give you just a little bit of lore because it's pretty fucking simple. The first original pasta that was ever devised in this world was noodles. Short, stringy. Yeah, okay, enough.
Have to explain what is noodles.
Shut up! You're somewhere else.
You know what? During this entire thing, I'm eating at the very visible food court that was next to our bedrooms.
Uh huh.
I'm eating there.
Okay, sure. But yeah, okay. I really wish I had some fucking picture to put on the fucking screen in the editing, but it's just blank. Anyway, so yeah, to put it simply, a very fine course meal with wine and soups and pasta. Whatever you want. I'm not gonna do specifics unless you want to do Valera. It's gonna cost you 3 gold pieces.
No problem.
Andela, there's also a fish, basically a place for fish, live fish, frozen fish, and when you ask basically specific, people kind of just look at you a bit like, not that you said something weird, but kind of just like unusual order, right? You can get the caviar and prawn and shrimp and lobster, and here you are like, man, I feel like cod, fucking baked cod, and then like,
So this is apparently a very controversial pick.
you can roll me inside.
That's even better. Let me quickly get through the chats. An 11.
Shut the fuck up! No, you're not gonna pull that on me.
Please,
Prick's-
I'm sick of you.
The prick's face. Okay. So The reason why it's more like you went to a high-end place that is very expensive and you asked something that you could clearly make at home, right?
Mm.
So besides the oh, why are you doing? It's like it's not like oh, this is weird. It's like man, you really just want to waste some money, don't you? Whatever, you know. Uh, give me a second.
I mean, I'm willing to take it somewhere else, but
What the fuck? Absolute cinema. Okay, so you have your, I would say in total for both of you, 3 gold pieces. Because the spot, you get a full course meal, drinks, whatever you want, soup, whatever you want, and of course food, whichever your preference. Many options, very very high, like many sophisticated options. I don't want to fucking list them off because we'll be here for like 2 hours until we figure out what sides you want. So,
Garlic bread.
good choice. Which
bread.
type of garlic, madame?
Keep it coming. All of them by the end.
Alera will be the reason why there are no infinite garlic sticks.
Listen,
Yeah.
I am not a vampire, okay, and I'm proving it to this new neighborhood.
Are these claims
Nom
factual?
nom nom.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so you have a nice. You basically see what you assume by your both observations surrounding areas, because this is relative close to the Parliament. Basically, it is to the south. You see people coming in and out. Well, basically in to have their, I guess, lunch. And then Andala, you do notice one of the people that you've seen before, and is that half-orc lady that was responsible, Ministry of Religion. It's kind of completely not caring, just minding her own business. But you basically notice because she has very eye-catching apparel, because she looks like the in a place of like people with jackets and pants. She's like the only one that has like something that would resemble priesty robes. It's kind of like, huh?
oh, fair choice. Sticks out like a sore thumb, but not like I need to care about that.
Okay.
I assume she doesn't even look at me, right?
No, she just she's kind of walking, just kind of minding her own business. She's clearly here to have some food and just kind of walks just past you without even like realizing.
Yeah. I'll grant her that piece and just leave her be.
Yeah. Okay, so as you eat, Alera, could you roll me perception check? I just read what actually you wanted.
Oh,
And actually,
my favorite fucking
there is
set.
actually, you're gonna be very happy. I'm actually gonna reverse that situation that you asked. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Andala, while you're eating,
20, not natural.
Okay. So, put it simply, you're outside, nice weather, you have nice shade from the buildings and the angle of the buildings. You're eating, you're enjoying the meal, knowing that you paid quite a lot of money. And Andala? I guess Alera, you notice, you look around, you notice that there are, people eating, always. This is basically a massive long street, many places, their own stuff. People come and go. But you do notice that there are several people in these almost uniform brown jackets. They're not like part of staff. they're not in the same like location. They're kind of spread out. They're like every 50, 60 feet, sitting in on a table, either drinking or just kind of reading a newspaper. But you notice as time goes on, and you stay here for a bit. You're not exactly in a rush. They're not really like leaving or moving, but also you realize that they're not here because of you. You notice them before sitting down, before like even figuring where you want to go. Clearly there's something going on. As you spot 6 people, 4 humans, one dwarf, one you assume elf, similarly dressed, just kind of just
It's quite a big group. They all on the same table?
no
Or they just kind of around?
they're in the street. They're sitting in different places in the street. They're kind of just they have the same dress code, like they belong in the same group, but they're all spread out. Yes. Although there's suddenly a thing that occurs that kind of catches you off guard, and as well as you, Angela, as your soups are done and you're brought out with your, I guess, what for you, Angela, cod, baked cod with some sides, and of course Alera, your spaghetti and meatballs, your favorite. You, Alera, suddenly notice that the chair next to Angela fucking creaks, like a few feet away, just fucking creaks, like somebody just pushed it. Angela, you also get disturbed by that sudden shift of the chair and the noise basically to your immediate left. Where the
Obviously
fuck
taking
is...
a look to the side.
Let's see. Where is it? Why can I not find it? Where is it? I just had it, but now it's gone. I'm sad. But I mean, without anything particular to say, it is a familiar girl sitting in the chair, eyeing the table, looking at Alera, and then finally her eyes drift to your food.
Hungry?
I don't think
Okay,
I've
hang on.
seen
Just-
you eating before, have I?
Me? I think you have. She ate back in the definitely not jail cells. She liked
And
the
I don't
pastry.
mean you, I mean the girl sitting next to me.
Are you gonna say
Oh,
this
the
out loud,
girl.
or are you
Not
gonna?
super loud, but like have a conversation. In the worst case, I'm just talking to myself.
And the question was,
Have I ever seen you eating before?
she then her eyes suddenly drift to you, and then she shakes her head.
Have you ever tried?
She then eyes the cod. I can't.
They're just partially material.
She then reaches out her hand, and well, Alera, if you didn't got creeped out by suddenly the thing, like the chair moving to the side, and then fucking Angela speaking to himself randomly, you see where the cod is, on the plate, nicely presented, and there's like a steam, because it's very hot. You all of a sudden see the steam just kind of part, like something is in between, although there's nothing there. As Angela, you see the girl reach basically above the cod and seemingly tries to grasp the steam above it. As you can see, some of her fingers do stop the steam and kind of part, and some fingers kind of just go through.
That's depressing, honestly. As I'll start eating. So, what takes you here?
Alera, do you have any questions?
I mean, I've seen this move essentially of its own accord, and him muttering to himself. So, could I do an insight check? Because if she's got no information, she's gonna
Is it
assume it's him
madness
doing it.
or...
Yeah, roll me an insight check. Why not? Let's see. What do you spot? What do you see?
I want to see if I like am on top of this, or if she wildly misunderstands this. Insight. 15.
Uh,
Oh,
well,
yeah. Can I eyes this?
well, you come to this conclusion. Clearly, he's not talking to himself. He's not mad, and you do realize that there is some sort of presence next to him. In, I guess, at the table, because clearly you saw the steam suddenly move in a natural way, as if somebody's blocking it, and the creaking of a chair also wasn't exactly subtle. So, by all means, you realize that,
I think she'd kind of watch this for a moment. Then she'd kind of scan the room, checking if there's a cause for this, and presuming she doesn't see anything, looks back to him, and she'll try to hear what he's saying. But she's not going to interrupt if he's having a little discussion with the air next to him.
There's really no ongoing discussion. It's literally just that one question of, can you eat? Well, that's unfortunate.
eh. I mean, the girl just kind of pounds and just kind of sits in the chair, defeated slightly.
In that case, after a few moments of silence, presumably everything was going back to normal, she'll ask, thinking to yourself?
Sometimes.
Do you like the fish?
Oh, it's very nice. Nostalgic to a certain degree. I don't quite recall when I last ate baked fish, but it felt like a craving I had to indulge.
Final question, Eric's. When he says this, how much of it has he eaten, or is he busy eating all of it?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm trying to get in my head.
not
Is he
hesitating.
muttering, "Oh, a shame, can't have any of it," and then he's already eaten all of it?
no,
I-
he
I'm-
just
I'm
kind of
continuously eating.
yeah, he's just kind of beginning to eat it, and it's like it's not exactly a small portion. There's a lot of it. So, not to mention he is a half.
In that case, silence lapses in again until about almost a minute later, when Alara says, "Is it a dwarf?"
Why would it be?
I'm not sure. Could you describe them?
Andala, you look at the girl
Andala
as the
just
girl looks at
squints.
Alara.
A second. You posted almost 1,000 images into this channel, so finding a good description is kind of difficult. At one point, I'm just gonna fucking pin this image. That's appeared often enough that it is relevant. I assume I probably just went like past it like 7 times. Whatever. Found it. There she is.
Oh, you have the image. Fuck.
I just put in from Araxis has image in Dice Roller in the search bar and just search for it that way.
Ah. Can post it. So would you describe it or?
Remind you of the message. Roughly describing her. I wouldn't be too picky about the details. Like, I'm not describing every single fucking aspect of her hair and whatever. Young girl, bright eyes, pale skin. Just so I know for sure, what kind of dwarf should I be looking out for?
One with an attitude. But it sounds like you and I have a completely different problem. So I think you'll be fine.
Both of us having guests, I assume?
Visitors.
People appearing sometimes.
Very unwelcome ones.
I can hear you putting up your cup. Well done.
Yeah, literally takes a sip. Looking across over at those people who are outside, kind of watches them for a moment, very clearly watching, and Ella can see as well. And after a few moments, kind of points quite casually with her fork in their
look,
direction.
a peasant.
Oh, look, a peasant.
Who do you think they are?
I haven't
They
seen them around
look...
before.
Well,
Never met
have you
this
been
man
here
in my life.
longer than me?
Hmm?
My point is, who do you think they are in this city? If we're here to stay, and at least for the short term, that definitely seems the case, we should know who, besides the obvious, are running this city. How it's cut up.
I'll place a bold assumption of my own. If we're... And he kind of pauses for a second and then just lowers his voice. If some of us are working for Her Highness and the other high institution of this country, and he kind of like tugs at the collar of the coat he's already wearing, why only limit it to gray?
Perhaps they have very poor aesthetic judgment. Kind of looks up at the buildings again, plastered white.
Yeah.
Or a very different role they fulfill?
I
Visual
suppose.
distinction?
Actually, I look at his almost for like the first time, like staring at it. What style did he take for the coat?
Well,
I mean, I gotta write down the exact words somewhere.
Only if it's noticeable. If it's just kind of the default setting.
It's kind of generic. If I recall correctly, Araxis, it was kind of made to not stand out too much.
yeah, it is very, it is pretty just, generic. It's the only thing that's kind of like, it's very high quality looking. It looks new, because, it was recently made. And of course, it is just gray. Just shades of gray. No fucking white, no black color, just...
perfect gray. Maybe a few middle accents, but those are also in colors of steel.
Is it? And I guess it applies to both of us.
Huh?
Is it gray to the point where it's noticeable, or is it gray to just blend in? It's a non-fact.
Blended.
Okay.
Blend in gray, one of my favorite colors.
And then I compare that to what those lot are wearing outside. Is
They're
that eye-catching gray?
no, they're brown.
Brown.
Yeah, they're
Eye-catching
like
brown.
yeah, they're
I see
they-
eye-catching brown.
well, they're kind of bright brown. They're kind of almost like a caramel.
Okay.
Burnt caramel, okay.
Yeah.
He watches them for a moment more, then
Are you gonna
almost
make
like
it? Are you gonna
almost like
make?
a switch gets flicked. She kind of focuses back to her food, which she's kind of devoured. Oh, well, just something to
Just
keep in
imagine you
mind.
unhinging your jaw.
No.
Like swallowing the entire
Oh.
plate, including everything on it.
She is. It's kind of weird to watch her. She's very polite, very fine. You can see she's very practiced. She does everything very properly, and yet you can also tell she's fucking hungry.
She's being cute, huh?
Mm-hmm. The quick time events are going quick.
Based
Hungry
on just like
aristocrat.
what
Very
I'm
weird
seeing,
type.
is just another fun question, Araxis.
Uh,
I assume stuff like I'm going to personally assume that Lara isn't specifically going out of her way to look aristocratic while eating. Once you're trained in a certain style of like behavior, that kind of just sticks.
Habitual.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's up to.
Thinking, my
But-
question is,
Yeah.
without thinking too much about it, how is Angela eating?
Oh,
Mm.
that's a
What's the
good
muscle
question.
memory?
What's the muscle memory? You do realize something peculiar. The cod itself does have bones, but
Hmm.
you don't really know why. You immediately flip over the cod and tear out its back that is like breasted to perfection, and you rip out basically a small spine that is basically back. And you realize
That
something as you kind of
yeah.
like do it. You're just like, wait a minute, how do I know that this is there? You're like squinting at what you're doing, and you realize, yeah, like this makes sense, but why does it make sense? You have a very strict and specific way of eating. You basically fucking well, Alera, I assume, is more like, like whatever she wants on the plate, she kind of takes. For you, it's like fucking sequence. It's like you. How do I make it sound like normal? You fucking cut everything in segments and eat with fucking
Methodical.
precision. Well, one say methodical, some might say like
But okay, but from Alera's perspective, like, does he eat? Is he just stabbing at the food and kind of hacking at it? Is he being
no,
quite delicate with it?
he seems to be slightly ruthless at the beginning to just like kind of flip the thing and just kind of get its spine out, but then afterwards
There's the nice side of the fish, and then there's the ugly side, and I immediately flip to the ugly
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Is it because it's a fish? Sorry, that's a weird question. Is this striking me as like fisherman, someone who just lives by the coast, hunter? What kind of efficiency is this?
Efficiency.
Yeah. Exactly, like he's doing it automatically. He knows
This
what he's doing,
looks
he
like
can-
somebody who eaten this dish before a lot of times, to the point that he knows how he does it. Everything is super methodical. right? They're almost like there's like etiquette, how to eat, and there is the I am doing this the most optimal way possible.
Optimal eating strats.
Unironically. Yeah, it's kind of a bit. It's weird to say, but it's kind of like devoid of like humanity, devoid of like actual like enjoyment. More
automated.
like it's like very
Business.
yes, very business. Did they kiss? No, Harn, you did not kiss.
Us both examining each other's eating habits.
The great D&D. Who would have thunk?
Okay.
So.
Interesting. Yeah, just like thinking about my own practice, and like halfway through, I just stop for a few seconds, look at the dish, probably everything like semi-sorted. In the process of just eating it. And then, like, the longer this takes, the weirder it gets.
Yeah.
But yeah, after a few moments, I accept this kind of weird situation and just continue eating because it's actually quite good.
It is good. The food is good and not poisonous, so you don't need to worry about it.
Oh, that's very convenient. Very nice. Thank you for that.
I think I had to like say it before you fucking start panicking.
Just fucking dies immediately.
Who knew you were fucking poisonous to cod? Anyway, yeah,
I am in fact poisonous to cod.
That would have been the most dickhead way of DMing someone's death. It's like, oh yeah, your character's a craving for fish, eats fish. Oh, by the way, you're allergic. And
Yeah.
Like,
And in this moment, you figure out that you are in fact allergic.
You realize in your final moments that was not a craving for fish; it was a primal fear of.
You failed the fucking inside check. Actually, we're afraid, not craving.
You are intrigued.
PoE Elera across the table. Yeah. Okay. So, God fucking damn it. Okay, you have your lunching. Ori, meanwhile,
Return of the King.
shut the fuck up. You eat, you nom, you crunch, you enjoy. Would you do anything? Like, what would you do after you sated your food cravings?
Is there anything to do around camp?
Absolutely
Right
fucking nothing.
I guess I go around town. Like, how feasible is it for me to find Andela and Delera?
Roll me a D1 million.
I ain't finding
What
them.
was that?
He's fucking disbelief. Because listen, maybe it would be better. Oh my fucking god!
I did not find them.
He's craving Italian food.
Listen. So what? I'm just gonna say this one. Alera, Andela, you're kind of like having this nice long meal. Wine, free refills, very good, having this like, enjoying the moment, the thing of like, peace time. Nice. Well, speaking of it, because you're like, like running around. You're very fucking fast. You're kind of like very fast.
I'm fucking the Flash looking into every
Like-
store, every
like
place.
like what with some effort, like the day before, the way you're running would like take, like, you could have run for a while like this, but you would have like started sweating, fucking started, like, your muscles would have started like spasming, and kind of like, just you like, you could have done it for a minute easy, but now you're just running like almost, well, let's just say twice your normal speed, like it's nothing. You're just zooming around through the fucking street like you're in the biggest rush. Meanwhile, you don't even feel that like exhausting or strained by anything. You're just kind of running. Fucking takes one leap, it's like a fucking meter and a Shit. Fucking hand flails. Oh my god. Oh, this is too fucking good. Yeah, so god damn it, I'm sorry, I've gotten distracted. Fucking dumbass. But you kind of just running around and just wandering, zoom in, flashing by, fucking stop by because you don't want to like impact a fucking horse in the middle of a street. And then, after like 40 minutes of running, Hilera,
Wait, 40 or 14?
40 minutes of just jogging around, trying to see if anybody, like, for you, this is like your normal, like, light jogging, while you, like, people standing nearby or, like, were next to you just fucking their fucking, like, clothing fucking start moving.
Hey, cover.
Yeah. And then, like, 40 minutes pass, and you go for this nice little street, little jog, and then you just spot to your left you familiar people. Hilera, Angela, like 30 minutes, nice, you have your eatings, ask if you want any dessert, tell you about the options, etc, etc. I don't know if you take it or not, and then just you see fucking, just in your vision, Hilera, through the fucking street, a fucking blur. And then the blur begins to get more and more resolution as you realize it's fucking Ori running, clearly with a fucking gray coat. And Ori, question, you see what's it? Give me a second. I need to see. Yes, this is your reaction to each other.
Literally.
Flash frame. Or would you stop?
I assume we do a double take to make sure it's actually them.
Runs past the window twice.
And then
This is I haven't put a single image in the fucking thing. I'm gonna put this fucking image in the fucking D&D thing because it has no images. My D&D game has been lackluster lately. I am so apologetic. I thought I had some time to prepare, but no! Cutting grass is not in the evening. That's what I need to do. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Alexander on the screen. Young Alexander. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put the young Alexander on the screen because there's nothing. There you go.
oh yeah, there's a fucking overlay that we can't see because he's not live. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, So you run by,
twice.
fucking
So I can
run back.
double take.
Yeah.
I make sure it's them.
It is in fact
I-
it is in fact them, both of them with the great coat as you.
Do I see them seeing me?
Mine. I still haven't put mine on. Mine's on the back of the chair.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. But you see Andalo is with one and
Okay, I smile at them from outside and enter the
I'm like in the
restaurant.
middle of eating a bite, and I have like the fork in front of my mouth. Like, what the fuck?
My recon game is unparalleled. I enter the restaurant and go
yeah.
up to their table.
Kindly do not.
Kindly do not.
Do I hear this?
No, this is not. This is
Oh,
out
okay.
of character saying, but it could very well be underlying character right now.
So would you take a seat?
No, I just ate. I walk up to them and ask like, I guess yeah, I do take a seat because I'm gonna talk to them anyways.
Uh-huh.
So, what are you guys up to? I've been stuck here with nothing to do ever since I woke up.
Fucking
I
just
look over-
lightning bolts into the
I look
room.
down at my food.
What's up, guys? What you doing?
Did I interrupt something here?
This is
Andala
Ori.
puts down the fork.
This is Ori at the moment. What's up, guys? Am I interrupting something?
Andala just puts down the fork. I don't know how long you've been in that cave, but it seems you're very starved for attention.
Actually, good news. I have a general idea how long I've been in this cave.
Really? As I take a
Yeah.
sip of whatever drink has been provided.
At
Yeah,
this point,
turns out it's yeah.
at this point, it's a drink of your choice or coffee. So
With me
Coffee
or
is
No.
a weird pairing, but honestly, I do not fucking care.
wine. I guess you still have like wine.
yeah. Turns out I've been stuck there for something in the ballpark of 50 years, give or take. I'm not sure exactly how much.
Nods understandably.
Same with Andala, he's just like I said, taking a sip from his coffee and like, okay.
So in
Kind of,
other
kind of squints at you slightly. So, how old would that put you? Do you feel in
at
your
least-
70s, 80s?
at least 1,050.
Oh.
That's on the low end.
Andala like takes the cup away from his mouth. I'm sorry, what?
At least 1,050, and that's on the low end of things.
You're over 1,000 years old.
Yep.
Yup.
And what caused this sudden understanding?
It came to me in my sleep.
Oh, of course.
Andala also does
Half
not-
of her thinking just bullshit. The other half thinking, actually, considering the last few days, that's
That checks
not the
out.
most-
I've heard
that
worse.
kind of checks out.
That does check
Either
out.
way, nods.
I guess it's like I've been eating good food.
A
I'm
human,
happy, so
a young human lady walks up to you, Ori, and asks, "Good day, sir. Would you like refreshments.
Who's paying?
Fucking, I imagine Orin just looks at the lady for like 20 seconds and then fucking just head shifts towards both of you.
And return towards the two of us.
Are you saying in 1,000 years you haven't made any investments?
You got me out of the cave. Everything I had on me is everything I had. At least until something else gets revealed to me in another dream. Currently, this is what I have. What I'm wearing
Well,
on me.
but apparently,
Okay, how much is water then? Is it free?
Sheesh.
just get me fucking tap water.
Does this place sell breadsticks?
The place does not sell breadsticks. It comes with dishes. Although
Yeah, most
the
things are served on dishes,
lady
indeed.
looks at you a bit like judgmentally, or and looks at the rest of you and kind of says, well, politely, but with a bit of an undertone. Well, water is 1 silver.
After a moment, Alara kind of just puts down whatever she'd been drinking. Can I have another
Okay.
bottle of that wine and some water for him?
And the lady politely nods. But of course.
How much is the wine, the additional wine?
you get this like nice fancy metal silver jug actually for additional gold.
Very well. Is the wine good?
It is not the best wine you have, but it is decent for the price you're getting. It's not
Decent isn't good enough. Never mind.
for 1 gold. It's
No. I'm drinking it, but I'll message you.
oh, you're just. So now there's 3 of you in the
With the same kind of tension that we just established, I'm just going to continue eating. Every so often, I'll be looking over to
the girl.
Ori.
Okay. In other news, remember the creatures we got rid of in the cave?
Hmm.
Apparently, there is more in the forest outside town.
Charming.
Nothing. You're gonna go there, investigate anything.
Are we being paid for it?
We're helping the locals.
Andala,
Like-
he has started eating again. He'll once again put down the fork. I repeat my question. Are we being paid for it? Are we tasked for it?
We're doing nothing for the rest of the day. We haven't gotten any orders. Might as well do something.
So, you could be giving us some of them any minute.
Are you being
And
paid
then we're
to
out
eat
in the
here?
forest. No, but I'm ready to get up and eat if necessary. Get up and go if necessary.
Like I think it's be better than doing nothing while we wait for orders, right?
Charity? No, doing something for the peasants, absolutely not.
What if we find treasures, cool equipment there? Gold, a treasure chest.
He does.
Actually,
Huh?
Alara, like you can see somewhere in her brain, like a
You're
wire connect.
activation money.
Actually, yes, it would be a good idea to get acquainted with those in need of help.
Andala raises like an eyebrow.
Again, we need to understand the city and its people. even the less prestigious members.
So, what
There's
do
a
you
genuine
say?
confusion of what are you up to.
Do I pick up on that?
I'm not hiding it actually.
I mean,
Let me
we're
phrase it
helping the
differently.
people. Yeah.
Elara.
Mhm.
I do have great respect for your work so far, but I have never taken you as a woman of charity.
Well, I went to a few fundraisers and things. I'll admit it was never
Because you wanted
my
to help
favorite
because you wanted to
activity.
help the people, or because you had some ulterior motive to be there?
Do I want to help them? No, of course not. But it does allow me
Underline is
to
not.
meet people, understand the needs and the wants of the people. You can ask an aristocrat, a politician, an official what bothers them, and they'll tell you. And if they don't tell you, it's easy to understand it. But to understand what troubles and concerns the more common person, blatant questions typically aren't the best way to go about it. She says this very calm. This is just this isn't a lie. This is straight up everything she's saying.
Aristocratics 101.
Bread and circuses. I've yet to see any circuses, but I have seen both some and a lack of bread.
I don't have too much money on me, so I would like to keep that. But other than that, I guess there is nothing to argue against that. Taking a look at the others,
Yeah,
the lesser parts of the city.
we lose nothing by going there. It's all win for us. Might as well use the time we're doing nothing with. So, Alera is in. I look towards Andela. Are you in?
I look down towards my plate of half-eaten fish.
We're not going right now. You can finish the food.
Yeah, sure, be great. Grabs us both, sprints out of the fucking building.
Like, you can finish the food. I can go out and look for more intel about this.
So,
I'll take that as a yes.
so, fucking. So with a sudden charitable, kind gesture of kindness. Ori, where would you lead your companions after they had their fill of wine and food?
I mean, while they're having their fill of wine, I'm running around town.
You gonna
Like,
look for trouble? You gonna look like,
Having
hey,
dessert
no, not
while
look for
He's
he's
getting a
running
fucking
around
speeding
looking
ticket,
for
but
the
on
help.
foot.
no getting intel about the rumors about the things in the forest.
okay,
So I
roll
can
me
pinpoint it more.
4 persuasion for investigation checks. Just gonna fucking, hey, have you heard any rumors? you know how in like fucking Oblivion, every single NPC has the fucking rumors tab. He just fucking goes goes to the fucking waitresses, ask, hey, heard anything?
Okay, the highest one is 21. That's
Uh-huh.
the persuasion, and what's the other one?
Investigation.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
not
17 and 21.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, lads, fellas. He literally is like, yes, let me go look for clues. Stands up, and fucking walks to the waitress. The waitress like, can I help you? Can I?
Any clues about any help you need where around the city?
Yes. And what I'll say for natural one, he tries to go into the fucking kitchen to ask this.
More NPCs back here.
Until eventually he
No, you
gets.
can't go back there.
Yeah, literally tells you to stop. It's like, no, fine, fucking go. So it starts climbing over the fucking building. No.
To the roof.
He fucking disappears. So while you politely eat your dessert and enjoying this finery of life,
Finally, some fucking peace and quiet.
fucking Ori's like fucking the venom, fucking climbing walls with fucking
Going places.
yeah. Finally. Oh, what is this?
Fucking comments he's getting.
Urus the shepherd sure takes care of his sheep. And boy, does he like sheep. If
Hello,
I had a
sir.
question...
Do you need anything? Oh, my friend Sheep has gone missing lately. Oh.
Did my cup of water come out yet?
The what? The what photo?
Has he got his iced water yet?
He fucking like
I got my wine.
He
I'm assuming he's
fucking
got his water.
he fucking disappears. A minute later, the water reappears. He fucking comes back. Fucking grabs the glass, runs away.
Chug the glass of water down and run
Fucking-
outside again
fucking-
to continue my investigation.
Fucking glass and all. Clomp. Is you enjoy your dessert? Oh, you know what? Roll me 2d100s.
Me?
Yes, you. Let's see what rumors you might have gained. Okay. So you get pretty random rumors that don't even give you like any like, oh, there's somebody in trouble, until you literally run down the street and meet this old man in his 60s or 70s. Tattered robes, smells clearly almost like a homeless person, and seems to be walking quite quite badly with a limp almost.
Mm-hmm.
And as you stop to ask, like, how would you like, it's been like 20 minutes, right? How would you like go about to ask this like 17 person, what's your dialogue? What's your introduction?
Hello there. He doesn't hear me?
No, he seems to hear. He acknowledges you with
Amori.
Uh-huh.
I've heard rumors about some creatures outside town. Do you happen to know anything about this?
No, but there's child slavers in the sewers. He stares at you blankly.
There are child slavers in the sewers.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Uh, w- hmm. Where?
Where are
Or
the sewers?
What?
fucking flabbergasted.
Okay, how far away is this guy from the from the restaurant?
About like 7 minutes of your speed.
Okay.
You just
So half an hour.
7
grab the
hours
guy.
for the rest of us. Oh.
Okay, do you have any other info about strange happenings in town?
Uh, uh, well, he kind of looks at you a bit, seemingly like thinking, Is the thing that I said you're not strange enough?"
It is strange. I didn't see it coming, to be honest. Okay, where are these sewers you speak of?
He points at a middle of the street, and you see these metal spheres, not spheres, lids. There, below, there are sewers.
They live in the streets. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the information.
He looks at you confused. Why the fuck are you asking me that?
It's not a you specific thing. I'm asking everyone. I want to gather as much information as I can.
Is there something you're
Like,
gonna do
From
about
the
it?
Ministry of Accounting.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because
Are you?
at least I plan to take
He
action.
looks very confused at you. Uh-huh. Uh.
Yeah.
He seems to confused, like he squints his eyes. He seemed very confused about not the fact that there are child slavers in the sewers, but that you received this information out of the blue, even though you were looking. He seems to just.
I'm confused because I was looking for a completely different set of information. I didn't know about these like child slavers. I'll put it on the list. Don't worry.
He squints. List.
Have you not heard about me? I've been running around town for the past like 2
You don't
days.
know
Wow.
who I am?
Helping
He shakes his head and walks past you. Fucking degenerate.
What do you mean? What, you don't want me to stop that? Okay, I'm not stopping them then. That's your problem now.
You know what, old man? Fuck you. Those children deserve it.
Fuck you, in fact, let me find these child slavers. I'm gonna back them up.
What is
He's
this
being
man on about?
legitimate
That's-
business.
Is the old man crossing the road?
Fucking push him.
Running over.
He fucking is.
He is. Okay, help him to the other side.
He looks.
Leave me the fuck alone.
He looks at you again. For a few seconds, he doesn't recognize that it's you, and then he fucking squints again. Are you
Right,
still
right.
here?
What, you don't want help crossing the road either? Okay.
I can walk, you fuckwit. He
Bro,
kind
I'm
of scoots
helping you.
away from you.
I did say you can't walk.
Should I take you to your next?
Damn,
It will take only 5 seconds.
man. I hope you have a nice day, but like, you don't have to be grumpy like this, okay?
He looks at you squinting, just turns around and walks away from you.
What did they do to this man? walk
The
away.
guy,
confused.
the guy just got the most fucking soul-crushing lore, and he's like, and? Hey, and?
I walk away confused and go up to the metal circle in the floor.
Uh-huh.
And I investigate it. What is this metal?
It is a lid. It seems to go into the actual street, and you do see the small holes. You can hear water rushing below, and well, you think you can put your fingers in the holes in the metal in the metal lid and push it aside, but it's gonna be quite difficult.
So something tells me I'm strong enough to be able to do this.
You gonna
It's
do
the feeling I've got.
you gonna do
And with
it.
fucking mission.
Hmm, not right now. No, I remember where this lid is. Right, I remember this
Yeah.
specific entrance. Okay, I go
Come back
back to
later
the
with 2 other people.
yeah. I run back to the restaurant and I enter. Walk up to them. What are they doing right now? They're still eating.
They're like enjoying desserts. They're probably like, this is delicious. Close his eyes. Looks back
Oh,
up.
no,
They're fucking.
Oh, this fucker's back.
Yeah, they're
the
like,
worst
"Ah."
nightmare.
Hello there.
Hey, more news. Child slavers in the sewers.
How loud are you saying this?
Opens the door. A guy new until child slavers. Are you just gonna sit like fucking?
No, like I say this as I'm sitting down next to them. I'm not announcing to the entire restaurant.
I can imagine the same lady that like served you water comes back and tries to say something, and then she just fucking hears and she fucking like she was like walking politely, and then she like fucking raises her leg and just goes 180 and just fucking goes back behind the counter.
So child slavers in the sewers, and I found
Yeah.
the entrance
Sorry?
to these so-called sewers.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Could you tell me what's the current situation on the pigeon economy?
The pigeon economy I do not know of.
Can you find out?
What, huh? What do you mean the pigeon? They're animals. They can't have economies.
People are bargaining with them. They're used for the purpose of um,
Damn, the times really have
communication
changed in
across
the
long
past
distances.
50 years, huh? Fucking people are bargaining with people are bargaining with pigeons now. Where are your pigeons?
Mandela seems a bit annoyed by this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can see that exact face on the lever.
I can't imagine. You know, fucking Or is literally this campaign's free, right? He's like fucking he doesn't fucking care at all what people think. He just does what he wants.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
As such, we'll be finishing everything. I
Uh-huh.
assume we're paying.
Pays the check. All right. Look.
Mhm.
So are
So-
we helping these slavers? The children. Are we helping the children? Are we helping their families? Are we finding new parents for these children? New children for the parents? How are we approaching this?
I guess we're helping the children, and
escape.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, so there is in Andela.
Lead us there.
You know, sorry, before we go anywhere, do you know where in the sewers? This is, after all, a rather big city, and I'm imagining pretty big sewers. I'm thinking of miles upon miles upon miles.
Wait,
So
the sewers have
any
multiple entrances?
Yes, they typically do. Yes. I'm sorry. Where did you say you were from? Before the cave. Have we got anywhere with that?
No, I need to sleep more, I guess.
Right.
Sounds like a good way to start.
How about hmm. You got me thinking real hard. Oh.
Man, Ori truly is a blessing to this world.
But
Fucking
we aren't, and that's the problem.
at best, fucking Ori is an anti-hero.
Valera fucking looks over at you until. Right, so slavers.
Well, I would
Maybe we should get a bit more
recommend
information. Maybe some numbers, if you insist on dealing with them. I'm sorry, does this not have law enforcement? Or is this people that just happen to be operating in the sewers?
Funny that you mention it, Alira. As you think about it, all of a sudden you look out of the window and you realize, there was, two humans, in these nice brown jackets. They seem to be now sitting a lot closer. And then you see from the kitchen comes a Goliath dressed in this nice dark caramel coat, and this nice sharp hat. Just out of the kitchen. He just walks next to your table while grabbing a chair from another one and just kind of puts it in the free space. Basically sitting between Halera, Angela, and Ori. It's, just cut in the middle.
So he's literally just sitting between us.
Yes. And he kind of looks at all of you for a second. I'm sorry for the intrusion, but I overheard your little discussion in a non-so-private. He kind of looks around. That to answer your question, young lady, kind of points towards you, Alera. There are many law enforcement, police, the army, etc. But as soon as the place gets cleaned up, some insects and parasites tend to fest. But yes, your elf friend is correct. There is something going on in the sewers, something vile and quite horrific. Are you just all like staring at him like, really?
Glad to see someone that can understand me.
The looks this guy is getting. Around the table.
He's like a 7-foot tall Goliath. Like, looks like a fucking 1920s gangster. Fucking strolls up, sits down. All of you just fucking.
I'll ask him to. Do you know any specifics about this? Like anywhere we can use as a starting point?
Oh, pardon my intrusion, actually. My name is Joel Copperfist. I run a service. Me and my
Wait,
associates.
yo, copper fist, right?
Yeah.
It is out of character. I'm typing notes.
uh, mm, mm. There any? No, this has been a very recent secret being unveiled. Children, teenagers have been gone missing over the past few weeks. Some people thought they just ran off, some people thought that they got abducted. The latter is true. As late in the evenings, a bit to the north, people they live in the floors under the street get awoken in the middle of the night saying that they hear echoes of children scream go through the sewers.
I see. Are the kidnappings happening in specific areas in town, or is it just random everywhere?
He seems to think for a second. If they're happening anywhere else, I do not know. But here in the welfare district. I would send my own men investigate. Eventually we'll have to, it is a necessity. However, assistance would vastly improve chances of finding anything of interest. Because if we start rummaging the sewers, whoever are, if they have just a little bit of brain, they would immediately close up shop and move and leave forever.
Mm-hmm.
I just have one question for you. That coat,
He
who
kind
paid for
of this. Well, it was hand tailored by my specific requests by the master Tutantah. Clever little halfling lady.
it? Answer my question.
Who paid for it? Well, I paid it for myself. Half in gold.
Side glance towards Alara.
I just realized.
Is Alara present even?
Yes. I'm just,
Yes.
she's just fucking staring. Hmm.
I look to you.
Could I just ask, Mr. Was it Copperfist?
Copperfist. Correct.
These pests you're talking about, clearly you have no respect for them, and in their current career choice, I think that's fitting, the way they've chosen to conduct themselves. Why is it you who is whisking them away?
Am I responsible for potentially purging them?
Yes.
He seems to think on that question, generally lean back a bit. Our government is vast, gigantic. It has many cities, many towns, many settlements. It has its own police force, its own army, its own... What are those called? Special services, special forces, something in between of those. They have a lot of tools. But of course, eventually, there are some gaps, some blind spots, something that has been seen, or something has been discovered at its initial steps. Maybe in a week or two, when a handful more people go missing, something would get moved, something would be done. But at that point, how many lives would have been lost? Because despite the morals, there's also quite a bit of profit to be made. Clearly, whoever is trying to get wealthy children clearly have something in mind. Maybe extortion, maybe well, let's hope it's extortion. I'd rather not think of any other alternatives to the cause of kidnapping loved ones, small ones. Well, let's just say, kill the slavers, return return the wealthy children to wealthy families, and well, you made some friends. Those who are willing to hire you, maybe pay tribute, maybe give you a handsome gift. He leans a bit closer to the table. That is the new way how things go. People help people, and while reward is not demanded, it's a nice thing to do for someone who is willing to help you out of selflessness, out of generosity.
I look at him and to say, do we have to kill them? I think
Alera looks over at Ori at this point.
He looks. Well,
that's the easy way out for them, if you ask me.
While bringing them to justice might feel right, if they've slipped through the cracks thus far, I'm sure they'll find a way again.
not to mention.
Don't worry, Ori. We'll try. But it's not necessary, is what this fine gentleman is saying.
Not to mention, I do not think anybody in Nurg or anywhere else in other cities would look at a bunch of child slavers and think to themselves, ah yes, let's do anything but hang them.
Yeah, how I see it is killing them is a quick and easy end for them.
Whatever the case is, the most difficult part is, of course, finding where they're hiding. Sewers are vast, massive, labyrinths of sewage work. Many levels, many layers, a lot of ground to cover. At least we know it's in the north. And
Yeah, when
Does your group carry a name?
Does my group carrier name. Hmm. He seems to give a sly smile, seeming thinking on it. Not really. Some of us are being referred as the brown jackets. Mainly because most of my men wear similar colored jackets. They're less expensive, quite more easier to manufacture, and of course the brown color is not very common in this marble city. The CIA.
I have kind above the table. I have kind of a bad idea, and I'm not sure if I want to do this.
Uh-huh.
Really quickly, Hark, yes or no?
What?
Just yes or no.
Yes? Question mark?
Okay. Was brown just a random choice?
Well, I mean, it has a bit of a history. Yeah, I have a nice brown coat that I have myself. And, a little bit of thing on the sides, help some folk, and, well, became sort of like a celebrity thing. And some people started to copy my choice of clothing. And, well, week after week, month after month, 70 strong. We're not a gang. We're not um we're not some banditry or anything, but we're just extra security to ease the local people, making sure that everything is orderly and quiet, peaceful.
I have to say, I do like the shared motif. I mean, we do a similar thing, and I kind of tug at the sword that I'm wearing.
He seems to look at it just kind of like, maybe not for the first time, like actually acknowledging what you're wearing, Angela, and looks at Ori. I have heard of your kind before. The creatures, mythos, as it were. Heroes, but also demons. Oh. We take as much help as we want, actually. Willing to help, and you to think on and looks at you. And see, he seems to want to ask something, but then he shuts his mouth softly. Thinks
Go
for
ahead.
You are the chosen, or you're not the actual thing. I don't know. You have a lot of synonyms, a lot of names, a lot of things that you've been called. Butchers, heroes, vanguards. Fuck up. Well, if you are those by association, he seems to stretch back a bit out. I really should not be conducting with you, for you have, well, your business is a lot more higher. It's more. He kind of raises his hand above him, kind of above this. You have the whole region, the whole new, well, country to save, to hold against the coalition and the like. Suppose with your help, I think 70 would be enough on my end. Although I will not push you, I will not suggest you should. You have some duty uh, or a requirement to do this. I am at your
Well,
table.
he's like feeding to the side. I'm just continuing to drink my coffee.
Yeah, he seems to like slowly but surely just kind of realize that maybe he should just kind of stop talking, as he's kind of like, yeah, he's like some like, you
I
know,
probably should just go.
he's like one of the mobsters just suddenly realizing that he's just kind of talking with CIA operatives, and maybe he should just shut up.
I
So you have heard of
like
this?
lightly tap him on the back and say, "You know what? I'll help you guys."
With your code, you're gonna be gone, done with that tomorrow.
Man turns around. His other guy is staring at him.
Man. I'll help within my ability until tomorrow. And if something comes up, I'm gonna have to put this on the back burner. Let pay for my duty. What about you? I pointed Alera and Dilla.
Okay, fuck it. I'll keep doing bragging shit. I'll pull out my gun, put it on the table, take out the mag, and start counting the rounds.
Alera is going to push away from the table, stand up from the chair, pick up her coat, put it on her arm, and then fucking leave. Walk outside.
I just nod. See you later.
She's going to head just like across the street. She's not going too far. She's just leaving this room. She she does not like being seen with these guys talking this fucking casually about something that to her is incredibly straightforward.
Okay, I tell the guy
leave.
one moment, and I run after her.
I'm trying to be discreet. Fucking sees fucking orbs. Hey baby girl, what's wrong?
So yeah.
What's wrong with her? Is the deal not good enough for you? You do not want to help poor helpless kids?
This image
Are you
but
guilt
in
tripping
reverse.
a fucking demon?
He looks at you. If you insist on charitable work, I'll help you. But I do not appreciate deals and agreements with third parties who, as far as I see it, offer us little we couldn't get ourselves. Now looks you up and down, Ori. Eyes just kind of tracing you for a moment. I'm not sure who you are exactly. Who you think you are.
Neither am I.
Evidently. And that's why I will give you a degree of patience. You have my support. I'll help you.
I smile.
But that is all. So if you'd kindly let go.
I let her go. Okay, I'll tell them. You're in. I go back into
By this point, Andela,
the store and tell
he just took a second, literally took out the gun, just basically as a flex. He took out the gun, started counting the rounds, put everything back together, chambered a round, and then put the safety on. For as much as the guy cares, I do not give a fuck.
responsible gun owner.
This just means that there is one round that can be fired very quickly. So, ignoring that part, point is, I take the thing away again.
Huh?
Look towards the guy. I'll see around the rest of the group. Maybe we'll help you.
He immediately fucking order runs back.
Brown jackets. Yes, that right?
Yes.
We'll keep that in mind. And I get up. And around the time I reach the door frame, Ori would be back.
I tell Andela, yeah, there is him.
Good news.
I'm just looking through the restaurant. Is the guy still looking at us?
Oh yeah.
Eye contact for like a second and then just nodding before leaving.
I wave at the guy as I go out with Andela. Normal speed this time, not gonna be running shit.
What time is it right now?
Like 1.5, like 20 minutes past 1. For the good of the city, Trainmark.
You know what? Actually, I'll go back and before turning to leave, like standing in the doorframe, I'll turn around once more.
Uh-huh.
Going up to the Goliath, where will you be tonight?
Well. We usually plenty of us all around in the surrounding area, but I mean, there are plenty of us here in the restaurant alley. You can find most of us here in the evening, here eating, drinking, celebrating, etc., etc. He then looks at you again. So, should I gather my men then at the evening, and then when you arrive, we head down and search?
Underlet just shakes his head. The one issue, and he like kind of rolls his eye at this, is that official business tends to require bureaucracy. And with that, I'm just going to head to leave, whether he cares or not.
He seems to be indifferent. What you said. Not gonna play. Yes, he knows fucking better.
There are people you question and there are people you don't question.
Exactly.
And Underla is kind of happy about the fact that the Greycoat status actually seems to mean something to people. But yeah.
Just wanted clout.
Oh,
Carry outside.
Yes, you are outside. Where you will? Or are you gonna head out together somewhere?
Yeah, I look at Andela and say, so there's something I've been meaning to try out ever since I guess got faster. I want to know how fast I am carrying someone. And I stare at Andela.
I'll take the offer. Could you take me back to base?
Will do. I carry Andela and How fast
Me
am
just
I?
shitting on your shoulders.
You are he basically weighs nothing compared to whatever. It's like something on your shoulders, like another like shirt
So
or
I'm still running super speed.
yeah.
Okay,
Casually.
where is Alera?
Well, if you ran off, you don't fucking know. She was literally outside, but if you fucking ran
No, I
away.
did run off yet. I'm like, where is he now? Before we run out?
Where is she?
She was like down the street.
Does he see us?
I would say
I don't know,
yes.
depends which way you ran.
No, like it sees me just carrying the guy and fucking one frame vanish. And yeah, I run back to base.
Good. What about you, Alera?
I mean, they just fucking ran away, so I'm.
Would you-
Shrugs.
Would you
Right
go?
then.
Would you go
I
home?
ruined the date.
Oh no! Alera got fucking. Alera
She
got.
got dumped for oil.
Yeah.
You know what? She's annoyed. She has
Oh
plans.
no!
I'm gonna do
Just
some charity work, Eric's.
Uh-huh. What
I'm
did
gonna
the,
do some charity work.
what does that entail?
Yes, we'll see
Head and home.
Uh-huh.
And also, I need to find a wine cellar on the way back.
Find a wine cellar?
Yeah, someone who sells red wine.
Roll me. No, actually, no. You roll an actual one. No, you do find a place where people are selling wine, red, white, by glass bottles or by barrels, small and large.
Hmm.
We need 15 barrels.
Let's
of the finest-
go. You know, how many? Like in a crate, you know, something I could carry without putting much ease. How many would fit in one crate? Like 6?
Well, there's like decently small crate, which is like 8, and then
Okay,
there's
let's go with that. I just need that for now. 8. And if I'm picking the wines, I want 4 good ones, 4 average ones.
uh
The guest wine and my wine.
okay, so 4 good wines, different wines or same wines?
I mean, if I recognize any of them, I'll take a good one.
Roll
The good
me...
ones, she's actually putting in some genuine effort, like examining it. If the average ones, I just want a bottle that's mid-tier and specifically... There you
Okay. For the lesser wine, 2 gold pieces. A bottle.
go. Or for all?
No, for both.
Per.
Yes. And for the fancier,
4 of them,
Yeah.
so yeah.
can you roll me an investigation check? Can you investigate? Can you ponder the bottle?
Investigation. Investigation?
And
Alright, sure, fine.
see if you can investigate, figure out what's good.
23.
Oh,
Our
Eh.
lucky number, unironically.
oh. Here's the funny thing looking at this, right? You do find some brands that you recognize before the Civil War, which would make sense because you are in the UKP territory. There are some vineyards here, and you recognize the brands. But then you also see that there's also coalition brands, like not like before the Civil War, but after. And then you notice that there's also Imperial wine, and
Well, I mean, here's what I'll do. I'll take one that I know is good, like one I recognize
yeah.
from back home.
yeah.
Then for the other 3, I will happily have a nice little chat. We don't need it up here, but a nice little civil chat. Which one do you recommend? I want one from the Imperial lands, one from this land, one other one from home. And I'll take 3, decent quality that they'd recommend.
I would say simply put, you find all 4 bottles. The one that you prefer is 6 gold, and the other 3 are free. 5 gold.
I'll put a price on nostalgia.
Yeah.
And the other were 3.
Yeah. So that will be 9. Oh god, yeah, 9. Fuck.
Got it.
15 gold, and because letter balls are 2, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't do math. 23 gold.
I've done it. No, I'm good. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. And you have like a little wooden box that has, you can put all the bottles neatly.
All right, I'm going home. I'll drop these off,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go do charity work.
I'm panicking. What does that entail?
Well, I still need to understand my local area. My area is, quiet, but wouldn't exactly say bad off. So where's the nearest, not doing too well area to where I'm staying?
In what sense, Valera? I need to ask you this. Because, there's many ways you could say that. Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what,
Huh?
I'll give you some, parameters,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Uh-huh.
So, do you want to deal with those two for a minute while I write you some
Sure.
parameters?
Sure. Anyway, takes you about 30 something minutes. Andala, Ori, you fucking like Andala, for you, this is fucking fast. You kind of sometimes feel like you're basically forward free falling. It's very fast, but it's not like uncomfortable. As Ori's body is like, yeah, Ori's body is like fucking in tune. He's like, he doesn't skip a beat. He doesn't slip. He doesn't do anything. He's locked in. He's the fastest motherfucker in the West.
I genuinely gotta make sure I don't get flies in my mouth.
Yeah. Fucking like it's great, and you're like fucking 20 seconds later, you just fucking fly and impacts your forehead. Just... Oh. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah. You do make your way back to the hub. I'm sorry, Alexander. I'm putting you off. Sorry. But yeah, you make your way back to the hub. And, well, same as usual. Nothing really changed. Although you do spot Oriana kind of not milling about, but sitting by the tables and just kind of reading what seems to be a ledger of sorts. Completely focused, and then of course sees you kind of... I have a question. Would there be like a point, Ori, where you just stop? Like stop fucking moving so fucking fast, or you just like fucking go this full speed until you just like hit the hub?
Yeah, I'm going full speed until I hit the hub.
like fucking
We're
opens
gonna
the door.
run in the door. Warning, a monster's approaching. Open the door, else it will be ruined.
Open the door! fucking zooms in. Sudden inertia hits you, and like as this fucking 40 minute flight fucking ends, and you finally feel your stomach just kind of fucking settling back in.
Ah,
Wait, we bubbling.
Shut the fuck up. And now you see the green dragonborn staring at both of you. And looks at you, Ori. Looks at you, Greycoat.
Putting in Deladon.
I
have finally arrived.
I see. And I see you're enjoying your new wares.
Man, this coat is really nice.
I know. Well, welcome back. Enjoy your stay. Do what you will.
While I have you here, can I ask you a question?
Stares at you.
Me?
Looking at her.
Well, I mean, Oriana just kind of stares at you. She doesn't say anything, but clearly she's listening.
Yeah. Do you know anything about a small independent group called Brown Jackets?
She seems to think on a second. Maybe. I think there is a thing called something like that. Yeah, what about it?
Apparently they're investigating something along the realms of, and he's kind of looking towards Ori for confirmation, a child slavery ring in the sewer systems of the city. Just wanted to know.
Her eyes squint. Fucking what?
Andela just shrugs. If I knew anything, I would have told you here.
I see. Her eyes from relaxed state just go like very focused and then looks at you, Ori. It looks back at you, Andela. And then kind of blinks and kind of her seriousness just kind of fades, almost like just kind of melts off. So you're telling me this why exactly?
I thought if anyone knew anything about this, or specifically about this other group, it would be someone official.
Well, I imagine a handful of people know about the Brown Jacks. I don't think anybody knows about a child slave ring. She genuinely looks slightly. I would say slightly is a bit of an underestimate. Quite pissed off. Not at you, but the whole sentence. Despite what you think, maybe just having a child, just like very oddly specific, and that's what she doesn't really like.
That's completely reasonable.
I mean, we heard about it from multiple sources, so chance of it being correct is very high at this point.
While we're on the topic, or more on other topics, would you happen to know if there are any approaching missions, something we should watch out when making a schedule for the next few days? When we're being sent out next?
There's a high likelihood that you might be sent out tomorrow somewhere.
Well, in that case, I'll use the opportunity tonight. If you'll excuse me. And with that, Andela is going to go into his room and take a nap.
You seem. Oriana seems to bank on it. She's. Can you both roll me insight?
Insight. Okay.
Not 20? 27.
God, you can't read. You absolutely can't read her, Ori. But here's the thing. To put it simply, this is Oriana's fucking mood. Like when you basically approach to like telling what you found out. There is this genuine disgust that is kind of piling just on her face as moments pass by until she just kind of flinches out of it, stands up, and walks towards the armory.
She's going to get a gun and do it herself.
Very, very high likelihood that either she's gonna do it herself, or you're gonna have an additional ally on your little search. Whatever the case, in she's not gonna say. She may have had other plans today, but they have changed.
While I see her
And then
going towards the armory,
yeah.
I got a note. I have no idea what my code does yet, so I'll take a nap before that, if that's fine by you.
Yes, yes.
I'll be back up in a few hours, so...
Then you fucking hear a voice. A loud, sturdy voice echo from the triage. A fucking what?
I'll
Fucking
close my door.
before you like go, you from the triage you see a dwarf come out. Human.
Arms to the teeth.
No. A male dwarf about 4.5 foot tall, in this like almost the same gray cloak as you have, and very fucking angrily looking at the arm with a fucking axe drawn as he fucking puts it on the side and walks towards the armory. When you fucking go to rest, you realize both of you something. There is an elf, female, about 50, 60 by the looks of it, by the age, like old. It has one of the rooms basically inhabited. Door is open, but she's sleeping on the bed, and you see a Greycoat nicely placed on the chair next to her, including several vials and a very menacing looking saber.
I'll systematically leave her alone and hope that it's not my room that she's sleeping in.
Oh no, like I said, the rooms are not exactly they're not like permanent residents asleep. But as you get to your own rooms, I assume to take a little nap and R&R. You just hear the dwarf shout out again, Oriana, you said what?
This is called what?
Fuck you, what? Anyway, give me a second.
And what is this?
Listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's been over
Bro, we are out of sugar at this point.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna salt coat it.
We've been out of sugar for a long while.
Yeah, I know. Listen, it's been 2 hours. I'm very tired. It's been a fucking exhausting. I wanna call it. I wanna sleep.
Yeah, but you're tired because you keep fucking not sugar. Eat the sugar. Just eat the sugar.
Shut the fuck up. I'll do what I wanna do. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
There we go.
Yeah. So I think I wanna call it here. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm gonna call it. And
Completely fine by me. I just have one request.
Huh?
By the time I wake up, I want the stats of my Greycoat.
Yes. Hopefully I'll let you take a little nap, a little napsy. Hongshu. Yeah, because remember, you were all told, hey, Sleep with your coat. It will help you.
Yeah, I know. She's kind of half suspicious of that. So I'm gonna roll. See if she does that, or if she's gonna just like not. Eric's odd or even? Whatever you say, if you get it
Even.
right, she'll wear it. Wrong is 15. She ain't wearing it. Not the first night. She wants to see if it fucks with the other two.
Fair enough.
What do you mean? I already slept.
She doesn't know that. Do you sleep? Do you really? That lies? That propaganda?
What do you mean she doesn't know that? I
Anyway.
just told her that my backstory
She
was
doesn't
revealed in a
trust.
dream.
She does not trust an enchanted item heavily implied to have something fucking evil in it or made from it being given to us by the organization who has kidnapped and enslaved us. She doesn't really trust that for some reason. Don't know why.
Oh,
You know, she's a bit harsh on them.
I wonder why.
No,
Curious.
she doesn't
Anyway,
trust me.
anything you want to say before I'm shutting this?
Raxus needs to go to sleep.
Anything
Desperately.
else?
Very desperately, apparently.
Fuck you. I wanna eat.